Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Real Talk Journeys of Resilience and Success. And today we are on episode 30. Today our topic is how can Kenna build a life she loves through a digital entrepreneurship? And our guest today is Kencana Dagoe. She will be joining us in a few minutes. Um, Before I dive into our topic, let me introduce myself. Hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but I currently reside in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor. I also want to remind you that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is register in the website that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and I'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into my webinar, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first link is to register to the live webinar. So that link will take you to a page that will have two buttons. So one for Tuesdays and one for Thursdays. Since our live webinars is every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. So the second link that you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch up the replay of the live webinar and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, I also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Um, Now you're probably wondering, okay, so I go into the website, I put my name and email address, and I register for the live webinar. So what am I gonna see on the live webinar? So on the live webinar, you're gonna learn how our online business plan works, and also you get to hear from the panelists why they decided to start their online business and why and how this online business has transformed their lives. And the panelists are members of our community. So let's find out who were the hosts and panelists from yesterday's live webinar. Okay, so yesterday's live webinar, we had as a host Margarita. She's a former logistic coordinator, so she's no longer working as a logistic coordinator, so she's focusing now on her business. And our first panelist is Iona and Aline. So they're a power couple in our community. So they're entrepreneurs and doing the business fully also. We also have Christina, she's a trade planner. We have Nancy, a senior manager, early childhood setting. We have Shathu, a financial accountant. We have Rada, a former corporate employee and job quitter. So we have a job quitter in the house for yesterday's live webinar. We also have Jareen, a customer service representative. Melissa, an enforced police service and a specialist in life insurance. So as you see, we have all different walks of life and from different parts of the world because Iona, I believe she's somewhere in Europe. I can't remember where exactly she is from. So we have from Canada, United States, Europe, representing here on this webinar, yesterday's webinar. So now, if you're catching the replay of the webinar, the replay has subtitles in several languages. And when you register for the live webinar for next Tuesday, the live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So you can watch this replay before the live webinar next Tuesday. Okay, so now you know. So if you want to learn again how to start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is register in the website that appears on the screen with your name and email address, and I'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. Okay, so let's dive in into our topic for today. So, like we mentioned, we are on episode 30. So our topic for today is how can Kenna build a life she loves through digital entrepreneurship? And our guest, is Kencana Dagoe. So let me introduce Kencana before I bring her in. Hold on, I think we have a comment. No. Okay, so Okay, so I'm so excited to introduce today's amazing guest, Kencana. She's a loving mom, a devoted wife, and a dedicated caregiver, originally from Indonesia, now living in Denmark. Alongside her caregiving work, Kencana has stepped into the world of digital entrepreneurship and is now a proud business owner and mentor. Her journey is a beautiful example of balancing work, family, and purpose. And today, she's here to inspire others to believe in what's possible. So get ready for a uplifting conversation. So let's bring Kencana to the studio. Hi, Kencana. Thank you for coming
Hi,
in.
sis. Thank you to inviting me.
Thank you. Thank you for accepting my invitation. I know it's quite late. So Kencana, so for those who doesn't know, she's from Denmark. And right now, what time is it over there?
It's about 9 p.m. in here.
Yes, and
Yes.
I'm in Vancouver, and here is 12:09 p.m. This is how to showcase, how global our community is, from different
Yeah.
parts of the world. So, okay. So, would you like to introduce yourself? So, I know I did a little bit introduction about you, but just so the audience can get to know you a little bit more.
Yes, thank you, sis. Hi, everyone. My name is Kencana. I'm originally from Indonesia and living in Denmark is almost 21 years. I'm a mom, wife, and caregiver and a digital business owner too. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Okay, so let's dive in into the questions. All right. So, the first question is. So, Kinkana, you mentioned it that when you first moved to Denmark, you had to work multiple jobs just to get by. Okay. So, what
Mhm.
was the breaking point that made you realize it was time to try something different? And how did you find the courage to start your digital business?
Yes, thank you, sis. Um, like you said that as an immigrant, it's very hard for us to find our dream job. Actually, I'm graduated from hotel management that time, and I really want working as a reception in here, but because the language barrier, so I cannot get it because they said that I not speaking perfect Danish that time. So I'm ending up working in the cafe and the restaurant. And for that moment too, I go to the school, Danish language, and come to. After that, I go to the cafe and working, and just a small thing. I get it to get extra money. And yes, it's true. I working a multi-job, long hours. Barely I saw my kids, especially after I have number two, and because I feel like I was just surviving, not living, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm just running for making money, and
Mm-hmm.
because I need to make extra money and saving more for my golden years, and if we are lucky, we can go traveling. And that moment, I realized how fast time goes, and I was missing every that truly matters. That moment opened my eyes. Actually, it was 2021 after I'm looking after my mom, and in the end of her life, I get upset because I cannot attend next to her because my job commitment. My heart is break, and I pray for the change. I ask God for way out, and He led me in this business. So even I scare and skeptical in the beginning, but I need to try if I want to have a change. And I didn't have a special skills or confidence, but I have a faith because that's I was enough to make my first step actually. And I started with the scare, but I started anyways because staying stuck was even scary for me, because I will be the same. person, the same situation like before.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the breaking point. Uh, why I choose this business.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And I do relate to your story, starting with the language barrier.
Yes.
Yes, it is hard. I've
Mhm.
been there, even though, like I'm in Canada, and I had a language barrier. And the reason why is because I used to live in Montreal, and Montreal, our main language is French. So
Yeah.
I graduated in French, so I was speaking French. But when I moved to Quebec is the only French province in
Yeah.
Canada. All the rest is English. So when I moved to BC, I was encountering challenges too because of the language barrier.
Hmm.
I spoke English, but my English was very, very limited. So I had the same issue as you. So I do understand and relate to that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of immigrants, that migrate to new countries, they face the same situation as you. They do want to have be able to work in a position, but sometimes the language barrier is the one that doesn't allow them because they require a more fluent,
Yeah.
speaking, and you have to like either go back to school or practice, have someone
Mhm.
that will help you to
Yeah.
learn the language. So I do understand that. So you
Yes.
also talk about retirement golden years. You were seeing that you didn't have enough money for retirement golden years, and that is true. And I think that happens a lot of people in today's day. The reason
Hmm.
is that people are not seeing that, and probably when they're going to open their eyes is when, as they get closer, they're going to realize that they don't have enough money to retire.
Yeah.
um, but they don't see that at the moment. And the reason I'm saying that is because, well, we all know, everything is increasing in prices, all the
Hmm.
inflation. Unfortunately, that is increasing, but salaries are not increasing at the same rate as the inflation. So think it now. You're thinking, okay, I'm working. For some people, like even depending on what job are you doing, when you retire, you're not going to have enough money to be able to retire.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one, because when you retire, you receive less money than what you were making when working. So
Hmm.
that's why, for example, when I go back to the United States, I see a lot of people that should be retired and they're still
Yeah.
working. And the reason why is because they don't have the money to be able to retire comfortably, because,
Yeah.
they have to pay bills, they have to pay houses,
Hmm.
help family. Um, and the second one is, like for example, I do have money for retire in my industry, but would that money be enough when I will retire with the rising prices? I don't think so, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So you really have to plan ahead, and start investing in your retirement, investing, having that financial stability. And how do you do that? By having a plan B. Okay.
Yes.
We need to take advantage of this digital world that we have in front of us. It's something that, for example, our parents didn't have. For them, their option
Hmm.
was either to go to work, and if they wanted to build a business, they will really have to work hard to be able to build that business. Um, but we are in a different era, the digital world era. Something that if you see that opportunity in front of you, you can take advantage of that, because that allows you to be, first of all, to reach globally. Like for example, us, we are a global online community. And two, you are able to become millionaires, which is something that, in the past we were saying like, oh, only rich people can become
Yeah.
millionaires, but that's a thing of the past, because now, because of the digital era, you can also become millionaire.
Hmm.
It all start, taking that leap of faith and going to the digital world. So I just wanted to say that, I think.
But exactly sis, because I just heard that 2 days ago in the news that in Denmark, they increase how long you need to go to work. Now it's
Mhm.
becoming in 76, as I
Wow.
mean 76. How come? It's not
Yeah.
enough time to enjoy the life. And for me, it's like I'm still at 20, 22 more years, and working as caregiver, I think I cannot hold it, because it's very hard in my body. So
Mhm.
that's I'm thinking about it too, because I'm not gonna retirement when I'm 76, because what happened after that, you don't have a time to enjoying your life, right?
Yes. That's right. Yes. And I do. I totally agree with you. That's one of the reasons why also I
Yeah,
decided to change the way that I was living, and change my perspective of what I really want on my life for me,
yeah.
now that I'm wiser and older. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the things is be able to retire early because, like you, I work long hours. I work like 12 hours, and that's not
Mm-hmm.
counting the commute that it takes me to go from work and come back.
Yeah.
Um, and and I was missing, like family time, like that was the other thing that you were saying, you were missing the milestones of your kids, and you wanna, as a parent, you wanna be fully present for your kids, so
Mhm.
so they get that family bonding
Yeah.
together. um the other thing that you mentioned is yeah, you're working 2 to 3 jobs, yeah, to be
Mhm.
able to have that. Yeah, another thing that is, I think it was, I can't remember. I had a guest that also had the same situation as you. Um, she, in your case, it was your mom. You were not able to go see your mom because the job that where you were working didn't give you that permission to go. When you have your online business, you don't have to ask permission. You are your
Mhm.
own boss, so you have that freedom. And
Yeah.
this business adapt to your hours and not the other way around. So I do get that to you. Like another friend, her situation was she didn't have the money. She didn't have the
Mhm.
money because like she is a nurse like you, and when you as a nurse, when you don't work, you don't get paid. Okay.
Yeah.
um Same on my industry. When I don't work, I don't get paid. um so for her, like to be able to see her dad, um she wasn't able to because she didn't have the money to be able to go there,
Mm.
because she had to pay things and like her own things here. So that's another thing, like that's why, it's important to have a plan B, because you never know what emergency can come up or what um, anything that can come up that you need to have something to be able to fall on. So I do understand that. So the flexibility, of having be able to do the things that and you also mentioned, like you were skeptical, you were
Yeah.
scared, you had self doubts because you didn't know if you have confidence or if
Mhm.
you had the skills. But besides all those things that were going through your mind, you reflected on your life and you say, well, if I don't do something, I better try to see, because if I
Mhm.
stay in the same place, I'm going to remain the same place. So let's try to see, and you took that leap of faith to try to find out more, and to venture into this digital world. So I congrats to you, because yeah, I know it's not easy to get out of the comfort zone,
Yeah.
but you were able to do that because you want a better life for you and for your family. So I congratulate you for that, for taking
Thank you,
that
sis.
leap. Okay, so let's go to the second question. So you've gone from working nonstop to now traveling more and spending quality time with your family. What has this shift meant to you personally as a mom, wife, and woman building her legacy?
Yeah. It's been a blessing beyond the word, I think. I mean, before I'm married, I like to travel, I mean, even it's in my own country, I like to explore the new things, and then of course after you married, you concentrate with your family first, especially when you have a children, okay,
Mhm.
and everything is changed. And then after this, with this business, it's not only traveling more. The first thing is like I have a change personally.
Mhm.
I'm not that woman like before. I'm most like a open my mind to be a positive, to see the things. What is it called? I'm not look like before,
Mm-hmm.
and like before I was just a provider. No, I'm a present for myself, present for my kids. It's like that's that's a beyond a place for me. And
Mm-hmm.
again, I can take them to the trip. I have a deep talk with my husband again, and I really have a time as and something that money can buy.
Yeah.
Because like I can say that yes, you have a lot of money, but you cannot buy time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this shift assure me that freedom is not just about financial; it's about the choice. And as a woman, I feel empowered to leave a legacy. Again, it's not just for money.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a more memories for them, value and the freedom. I want to show them that uh, purpose life, or in our life. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and this business is give me a life back. Um, Again, I'm not talking about the financially we become, when you are consistent, when you are disciplined, everything, but the time, the time that uh, make me appreciate that what I'm doing in here.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, I'm changed my mind. It's like before I always running after money, just do everything, take a many job, as much as I can, as long I make money. And then my mind is changed, like until how long I will running after money.
Yeah.
I cannot buy the time with my family, with my kids, because they grow so fast, and the
Mm-hmm.
time for myself, because I need to treat myself nice too. It's like that's the what is it, the
Me
things
time.
that, yeah, me time.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, again, you deserve it more than you just paying bill and
Yeah.
working till you drop. What I can say, that's this. So
Yes.
yes, you deserve it to have a freedom. you
Mm-hmm.
know so yes, I'm pretty happy with the change that I choose that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, you touch a lot of things here in this question. One you thought you say that now you have changed your mindset. You have
Mhm.
a more open mindset, and that's one of the things that we learn in this journey. Um, and like you mentioned, you're not the same person when you started to the person that you are today. And I think for everyone that we are here in this journey, we will agree with you because yes, we're a different person to who we were at the beginning. Through this journey we have learned, besides the knowledge and the skills that we
Mhm.
learn, we also are learning about ourselves. We are finding ourselves in this journey. um, and like having building that mindset to be able
Yeah.
to overcome the obstacles, the challenge, understanding the process that takes from point A to point B, um, and seeing the opportunities, being able to see the opportunities now is something that in the past, like many people that they don't have the right mindset yet, they might not be able to see this opportunity as an opportunity. uh,
Mhm.
so they see it as a something else. But that's what like when you start building that mindset, you start seeing opportunities in front of you that you can take, um, that you
Credit.
can take it, like that opportunity. The other thing that you mentioned is you don't want to be a provider. You want to be more present for your family, and that is true. Many times, we go for the money. So we really are working for the money instead of
Mhm.
the money working for us. And that's the difference in this online business. In this online business, the money is working for us. We are
Mhm.
not working for the money. Um, and yes, I do agree. Sometimes, we neglect that to to have those present moments with your family or with your loved ones. Because we are going into a very busy life, like go,
Mhm.
go, 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 that we forget to live the moment. And to slow down and then to reflect. I
Yeah.
say that, during the COVID time, I know that for a lot of people it was a very bad experience, but I think it was good because it slowed the world down,
Yeah.
slow down. So I think this was a moment for everyone to reflect in their lives, and to really rethink, what is it, what are the changes that they needed to make in their life. Um, and I really, it's kind of like a cleaning the world, because even
Mhm.
the water you can see, like it was like, for example, like in Venice, the canal, it was so dirty before. And
Yeah.
because during the COVID time, it was so clean, like you can even see the fishes underneath.
Yeah.
Um, so, enjoying the moment, the present moment, like you say, you want to leave a legacy for your family, not only about money, it's about uh, being present, being sharing those memories, and that's something that, money cannot buy. Those
Mhm.
memories will
Yeah.
stay with you, will stay with your family, and they will grow. The other legacies that you're giving to them is that, you're giving them value, you're giving them, you say, freedom, teaching them about the freedom, and teaching them the, when you do something, do it with a purpose.
Mhm.
uh, and the other thing that you're teaching them is because they're watching you. you know
Mhm.
they're watching you, how you're changing, how you took that, went out of your comfort zone to try something totally new that you didn't know. It's a new world. uh Seeing you, learning new skills and all that. So if they see you, they say, well, if my mom is able to do that, so can I. If my mom goes for her dreams, I can go for my dreams too. So you're
Mhm.
giving that kind of legacy to your kids too, because they're watching you, what you're doing. So that's the other legacy that you're leaving to them. Um, yeah, and you say, appreciate the time that you make with them. So
Yeah.
before, you were, like you say, you were running after the money because, like you were trying to provide, but sometimes, we need to sacrifice a little bit to be able to have and enjoy that time. And that's what this online business is giving to a lot of people. Yes, it takes some time at the beginning to build it.
Yeah.
But because it starts small and then eventually it keeps growing. But there is a blueprint, there are results. You just have
Mhm.
to be persistent and consistent, and believe in yourself, believe in the business, and have that faith on God, and He will do His part, and then you will be able to succeed. Like a lot of people in our community, they started, and now they're very successful. We have millionaires now in the community who make
Yeah.
6 figures per month. So it is working, the system is working. It's just we have to be consistent and hang in there, because there will be our time too. So yeah, and you need your me time, and I do agree with that. When we work, we are so used to be like you, like on the go,
Yeah.
and give to the family, give to the work, you know that we forget about ourselves.
Mhm.
So we need to also take care of ourselves, because um, by allocating some time, do things that you love, and then with that you will recharge your energy, and then you can give to the other, like to your family, to the business, but you have take some time for you and enjoy, and recharge. So yes, I do agree that we need to take care of ourselves to be able to help others.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. So thank you for sharing that, because I am
Thank
pretty
you.
sure a lot of people will relate to your story, what you share. Or if not, if they were like you, like on the go, now through your story, they're gonna reflect and they're gonna see that, oh wow, yeah, I'm doing that mistake. So I need
Mhm.
to make a change in my life so I can be more fully present and taking care of myself too.
Yes.
Okay, so the last question for you is, um, so language barriers, uh, fear of the unknown, and being a new immigrant didn't stop you. Okay, so what would you say to other moms or women watching who feel unqualified or unsure if they can start something like this? What would you say to them?
What I will say to them, I mean, you and me as an immigrant, to come to the new country and staying in there and try to survive, you already great, you already be a great person that wanna try it.
Mhm,
Even you cannot speak this language, even you don't know this, what is it called, tradition or culture or something like, but you still wanna step your feet in the new country, and you are a strong woman or person that already started. So for me, it's like it doesn't matter you are immigrant or you can speak English, you cannot. It's not perfect or what. It doesn't matter what language is that, and you're not tech savvy or you just, like we can say, you unqualified. The point in here is, if you want to start, you just take action. That's the first
mhm,
step, okay? Because like I said, I'm not perfect English because it's not mother's week, but I tried to talk with the English person.
mhm,
More you practice, more you becoming a master. It's
mhm,
like the same as this business too. We have the good training that teach you from beginning, from nothing.
mhm.
You don't have experience, but you have willing to learn, and you be becoming a master. Like other our business partner now is already success. So it's like, you don't need any experience, you don't need a perfect language in this business, and you just need to say yes. Take
Mhm.
action today. Don't wait the perfect time, because it's never come the perfect time. God doesn't call the qualified, he qualified the called. So the truth is, like, if you feel something pulling you toward this, that's not a random, that's a purpose knocking. So just take action, start now. That's what I want to say, sis.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. And I do agree with you. You say practice become better, and that is true. Good example of this, doing lives. I don't know if you are okay with doing lives before, but I wasn't, for example. Even though I work in the movie industry, I don't like to be like in front of the camera.
Yeah.
But when I started this journey, I knew that the only way to connect with my audience was to be in front of the camera. So I had to overcome that fear. I have to get out of that comfort zone. And it didn't happen that like that. I
Mm-hmm.
started to recording myself to start building that confidence, and then eventually I gained the confidence and I pressed the live button, and then, practice, practice, practice. And here I am today. But yeah, it's like that, like,
Yeah, it is.
we if we wanna do something, we have to take action,
Mhm.
and then by taking action, that's how you practice, and then you become better. Um, so that's one of the things that you mentioned, and you see, coming to the immigrants over there, woman or man, already that leap of faith that you took to coming to a new country where you don't know the culture, you probably don't know the language either, or what to expect, in here, you already took that big leap of faith. So,
Mhm.
taking these online opportunities not as that big as what you already did. So you have the potential to be able to succeed in this online business. It's all in the mindset, and
Mm.
willing to be able to change your life and your family's life. So, yeah, so I agree with that with you. And you mentioned no need language, and it's true. It doesn't matter if your English is not good as long as you understand. So we have an example in our community. He didn't speak zero language like English.
Yeah.
His language is native language is French, uh, but he has a vision, and his vision was to a better life for him and his family. So even though he didn't understand English at all, he started to do the training, and watching it and watching it and watching it. And today he speaks English because of the business.
The business, yes.
Yeah.
And the
So
good thing is, like I said, we have a 39 different language in this program, right?
yes,
In the
now
training.
yes.
So it doesn't matter you cannot speak English, so you can choose your own language.
Hmm.
So that's the beauty from this business, because they have the translate. And if I'm not wrong, it's about 39 different language in the training. So yeah, we are really in good hand, I think.
Yes, yes. No, I do agree. And like you mentioned, like when I started, for example, all the training was only in English.
Oh.
And now we moved to a new platform,
Mhm.
okay, which is the one that we have currently, and that platform tailored to many other languages. We're not there to all of the languages, but the more spoken languages are there translated in your own language, so
Mhm.
you can do your training on your own language. So that is amazing, and that shows, why we're doing that. Well, because we are a global community, we have different ethnicities, so we want to be able to help as many people as we can, even not putting that language barrier in front of them, to be able to do the business. So yeah, so that's you, even if you don't speak English very well, yeah, don't worry about it, because just start and doing it, because as you
Yeah.
go, like the other person in our community, he learned English with this business. So that's amazing, be able
Yeah.
to learn another language through this business. So what else you mentioned? You see, there's no perfect time to start. And yeah, that is right. We're always waiting for that perfect time, but really, if we keep waiting, that perfect time is not ever gonna come, so I still waiting for the perfect time, because in reality, the perfect time was in the past, and the
Mhm.
second perfect time is now. Now is the perfect time to take action. So don't wait for the perfect time, because that you're gonna keep waiting and waiting, and you're gonna be 73 or 76, when it's retirement age in your country, whatever retirement age is in your country, and you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, oh, I should have taken that opportunity back then. And now it's kind of late. Well, it's never too late, because but it's better if you start now to do it. We have people from all different ages in our community, so really, uh, the age, it doesn't really mean anything, because we have people from 18 years old all the way to 85 that I know,
Mhm.
that we have in our community. So really, age is not a thing either. um, the language is not a thing either. And don't worry if you don't have no knowledge, because this is designed for someone who has zero knowledge. We have a video based training that will teach you everything. And you can do it at your own pace, and watch it from the comfort of your own home. All you need is a telephone or a laptop and an internet access. So that's all you need. And the other thing, you got all the tools also to be able to succeed in this, because the system provide, the funnel system. So you pick the funnel that you decide, and then you submit your funnel request, and then they set it up for you, and then you're back on business, starting your business. So really is everything. You got all the tools. So we have automated tools also, like send emails and all that. And that's the beauty of it, because because these automated tools, that's why,
Mhm.
we can say our business work 24/7. Because even when we're sleeping, the business still working
Yeah.
on behind the scenes. So that's the beauty of it. Um, yeah, and the purpose knocking, you mentioned that, and I really love that too. And I would say like the majority that I know that I heard the stories from our community, they had that purpose knocking on there. Like
Yeah.
I think I had mine too, because at the time when I found this opportunity, um, I was about to join another business and I already passed so many ads. Okay. But for some reason, this one told me, like, just watch it. You got nothing to lose. So I
Mhm.
did watch it. And then that was the best decision I ever did in my life, because it take me to where I am today.
Yeah.
The further I find out more about the business, the more it checked all the boxes that I was looking for, because I was looking for an opportunity like this back in 2018 when I saw in YouTube the digital nomads. And I would say, like, I want to have that kind of lifestyle, where I can go anywhere, but at the same time, I have my business, and start
Yeah.
making money. But I didn't know how to do it. So I kept working, 5 years. And then a setback in my industry is the one who brought me to this business. Uh,
Mhm.
so this setback sometimes are like well, there's a bless. So this setback turned out to be a blessing, and but I think
Yeah.
setbacks sometimes are put in your path to reroute you to where you're supposed to go.
Mhm.
And then, like I say, I believe, this was something aligned by God to me,
Yeah.
because like I mentioned, there were so many things that was happening to me at the time. So when I found this opportunity, it aligned to that. And then it reinforced my decision. Uh, Once I went to the Calgary convention, that was like 10 days after starting my,
Mhm.
I got the opportunity to travel there and meet all the people that I saw on the Facebook group. I got to
Yeah.
see them in person, hear the stories. But it was the last day of the day after the last day of the convention. We
Mhm.
went for a business trip, and when I was in the bus before we were leaving, we did a pray before uh
Mhm.
before we going to that trip to Banff. And when I saw that, I say, okay, I'm in the right decision. So this is the place that I was meant to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so I do agree with you with that. So thank you so much for sharing your journey and your story. So we have arrived to the end. So I'm very grateful for you, and I think a lot of people will relate to your story, because as an immigrant, we come to this country looking for a better life.
Yeah.
Uh, but unfortunately, when we come here, we realize that it's not as we thought that it was
No.
going to be. We really have to work harder, and then facing some challenges and obstacles along the way. But it's up to us, to be able to find the right path to be able to overcome that.
Mhm.
And we are lucky that we are in a digital world, and that allows us to have a better lifestyle, a better work life balance, and be able to build that financial stability
Yeah.
that we're looking for. So to be fully present for our families. So thank you so much for sharing that.
You're welcome, sis.
I want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. To our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. We have some comments here from uh, Rebecca Lupon. He say, okay. So thank you for your comment. And Mildred Millie Quintias, he says, hi, ladies. Thank you for your comment, Mildred. And thank you for watching. We also have a like from Farax Guled, Kencana Digital Market. Oh, that's yeah.
It's mine.
And Mildred Quintia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes.
So thank you everyone for being here with us today. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is register in any of the websites that appear on the screen, put your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. You can also, like, if you have questions, you can put it in the comment, more info, or you can send
Mhm.
us a private message too, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. So So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain a link to register for the live webinar, which happens every Tuesdays and Thursdays here in America, 5 p.m.
Mhm.
PST, 8 p.m. EST. What time is in Denmark?
In Denmark, it's Wednesday and Friday, 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Okay, so Wednesday,
Yes,
Friday. So probably in Denmark, you might be catching the replay of that one.
replay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So and then the second link that you get there is the replay of the live webinar. So if you,
Mhm.
in case you cannot attend the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Um, so if you're probably wondering, okay, so what am I going to be watching on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to learn how our online business plan works, and also, you get to hear from the panelists, which are going to be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So
Mhm.
I'm not gonna go in detail because it's a little bit late for CIS in Denmark, but here were the hosts and panelists from yesterday's live webinar. So you can see that there are different backgrounds, different countries around the
Mhm.
globe too. They're gonna be sharing with you on that replay of the yesterday's live webinar why they decided to start their own online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So thank you everyone for watching the live with us today. Thank you, Sis, again, for accepting my invitation and
You're
for
welcome.
sharing your journey with our audience and with me. So thank you so much. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you,
Grateful.
sis.
So until the next episode of the Real Talk Journeys of Resilience and Success, so stay tuned for tomorrow. We're going to have another topic and another guest. So we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Friday for those who are on Friday, and happy and blessed Saturday for those who are already on Saturday. And happy and blessed weekend to everyone. So thank you again for being
Thank
here,
you.
and until tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching. God bless you.